Your computer just lied to you. Right now, at this exact moment, Windows 11 is sitting on gigabytes of your storage. Files you didn't create, folders you've never opened, data that never asked your permission to exist. And the terrifying part, it's not a virus, it's not malware, it's Windows itself. I'm talking about 20, 30, sometimes 50 gigabytes, completely invisible to the average user. Hidden behind system folders, buried under fake labels, disguised as things you need. You've been paying for storage you can't even access. And before this video is over, I'm going to show you exactly where every single gigabyte is hiding, and how to take it all back. But here's what most people get wrong when they try to free up space. They run the built-in disk cleanup tool. They empty the recycle bin. They delete a few old downloads, and then they sit back thinking they fixed it. They haven't. Because the real storage thieves, they don't show up in disk cleanup. They don't appear in your downloads folder. Some of them are actively protected by Windows, meaning the OS itself is blocking you from seeing them. I want you to think about that for a second. Your own operating system is hiding things from you. Now, I've been digging through Windows internals for years, and what I found, especially in Windows 11, genuinely shocked me. There are 7 hidden storage locations that Microsoft has never bothered to explain to you, and by the time we get to number 4, you're going to be furious. Let's start with what you already know, but probably misunderstand. When your drive says it's 90% full, most people assume their files are the problem. Photos, videos, games, the stuff they put there on purpose. But here's what the storage chart doesn't tell you. Windows 11, fresh out of the box, with 0 apps installed, 0 personal files, consumes between 27 and 40 gigabytes just to exist. That's before you've done a single thing with it. Where does that go? That's the question Microsoft doesn't want you asking too loudly. Part of it is legitimate. The OS files, system drivers, core libraries, fine. But part of it is something called reserved storage. Windows 11 deliberately holds back 7 gigabytes of your own drive, completely off limits, supposedly for updates. You can't delete it, you can't move it. It's just gone, locked away. And that's just the beginning. Let's talk about WinSxS. You've probably never heard of it. But right now, on your machine, there's a folder at C, OS Windows, WinSxS, that is almost certainly over 10 gigabytes. Some of you, I guarantee it, are sitting at 15 to 20 gigabytes in that single folder alone. What is it? It's the Windows component store. Every single update Microsoft has ever pushed to your machine leaves behind pieces of itself in this folder. Old versions of system files, backup copies of things that have already been replaced, superseded components just sitting there, rotting, taking up space. And the absolutely infuriating thing, Windows reports this folder's size wrong. If you right-click it and check properties, you'll see a number that's way lower than reality. Windows is lying to you about how big its own folder is. The actual way to see the truth is through the command prompt, and I'll show you that in a minute. But wait, it gets worse. Have you ever noticed that your storage slowly disappears over time, even when you're not installing new things? That's not your imagination. Windows 11 has a feature called automatic backups for system restore. Every time Windows makes a change, every update, every driver install, it silently takes a snapshot of your system. These shadow copies stack up, and unless you manually intervene, they just keep growing. On some systems, I've seen shadow storage eating up 8 to 12 gigabytes, completely invisible in the standard interface. You'd never find it unless you knew exactly where to look. Are you starting to see the pattern here? Every layer I pull back, there's another hidden cost underneath. Now let me make this personal. If you've ever gotten that dreaded low disk space warning in the middle of something important, a video render, a game install, a work project, and you had no idea why your drive was suddenly full, this is why. You weren't doing anything wrong. Your drive was being quietly consumed from the inside. Or maybe you've been putting off buying a new hard drive, spending $60, $80, $100 on extra storage, when in reality, the space you need might already be on the drive you have. You just can't see it yet. And here's the one that really gets me. Gamers. If you're a gamer, listen to this. When you install a game and it fails halfway through because of not enough disk space, even though you swear you have enough, it might not be the game's fault at all. It might be a 6 gigabyte hibernation file sitting completely forgotten on your drive. A file that Windows created automatically, that you never asked for, that you can't see in File Explorer because it's hidden by default. The hiberfil.sys file. It's the size of your RAM. If you have 16 gigs of RAM, there's a 16 gigabyte file hiding at the root of your C drive right now. If you have 32 gigabytes of RAM, you do the math. And this file exists for one reason, so that when you put your PC into hibernate mode, it can save your session. But here's the thing. Most desktop users never use hibernate, ever. It's a feature designed for laptops, yet the file exists on every machine, silently taking up a massive chunk of storage. by default. Okay, let me give you the full picture. I want to walk you through all 7 hidden storage locations, because you deserve to know exactly what's on your own machine. Number 1, hiberfil.sys, already covered it, but I want to emphasize this is one of the fastest, easiest wins on this entire list. One command in an admin command prompt, and it's gone, and you can turn it back on at any time if you decide you need it. Number 2, the Windows temp folder. This one's almost insultingly simple. Every time Windows installs an update, it creates temporary installation files. Every time you install a program, it leaves behind temp files. Windows is supposed to clean these up automatically, and sometimes it does, but sometimes it just doesn't. I've seen temp folders with years of accumulated garbage. Gigabytes of installer files for software you installed once in 2022 and uninstalled the same week. They're still there. C, Windows temp and %appdata%, local temp. 2 separate folders, both worth checking. Number 3, downloaded Windows updates. After Windows installs an update, it keeps the installation files. Why? Supposedly so it can roll back the update if something goes wrong. In theory, useful. In practice, these files stack up for months or years and are never automatically deleted. The software distribution folder inside SIA Windows is a goldmine of recoverable space. Sometimes 5 or 6 gigabytes just sitting there, completely unnecessary once the updates have been applied. Number 4, delivery optimization files. This is the one that makes people angry when they find out. Windows has a feature, turned on by default, that makes your PC act like a torrent node for Microsoft's updates. Your machine downloads Windows updates, and then it shares those updates with other computers, both on your local network and over the internet. And it caches those files on your hard drive. We're talking multiple gigabytes of data that you didn't ask for, uploading bandwidth you didn't consent to share, stored on storage you're paying for. You can find these files and delete them, and you can turn off the feature entirely. We'll do that together. Number 5. Old Windows installations. If you've ever upgraded to a new version of Windows, or even a major Windows 11 update, there's likely a hidden folder on your drive called Windows.old. This is a complete backup of your previous Windows installation. Microsoft keeps it for 10 days in case you want to roll back, but most people never notice it's there. And if you don't manually delete it after that 10-day window, it just sits there. 15 gigabytes, 20 gigabytes, I've seen 30. Taking up space indefinitely. Number 6, thumbnail cache and icon cache. These sound small, but on systems with large media libraries, lots of photos, videos, documents, these caches grow surprisingly large. And over time they become corrupted, bloated, and completely useless. Clearing them is quick, harmless, and Windows rebuilds what it needs automatically. Number 7, WinSxS cleanup, the one most people are afraid to touch. And I understand the hesitation. It's a system folder, it sounds dangerous. But here's the truth. There's a safe, Microsoft-approved way to clean this folder using a single DISM command. You're not deleting anything Windows currently needs. You're removing superseded components, old versions of files that have already been replaced by newer versions. The folder won't completely disappear, but it will shrink, sometimes dramatically. Now here's where I have to be honest with you, because there are people on the internet who will give you storage cleaning advice that will actively harm your system. And I don't want that to happen to you. There are things you should never delete, no matter what some random article tells you. The page file .sys, Windows virtual memory file. Delete this, and your system will become unstable or refuse to boot. System volume information. This contains your restore points. Delete it, and you lose your ability to recover from system errors. The System32 folder, I shouldn't even have to say this, but I will because I've seen it recommended. Don't touch System32. I'm also going to tell you something about third-party cleaning software. Programs like certain popular PC cleaners you've probably seen advertised. Some of them are legitimate. Many of them are not. They aggressively market using inflated numbers, claiming to find thousands of errors on a perfectly healthy machine. Some of them are outright malware. They're designed to scare you into buying something you don't need. Everything I'm going to show you in this video uses built-in Windows tools. No third-party software required. Because you shouldn't need to install something to access your own storage. One more hidden risk, the storage sense feature. This is Windows' automatic cleanup tool, and it can be useful, but if you configure it incorrectly, it can delete things you actually want to keep, including files in your OneDrive that you haven't opened recently, including items in your downloads folder after a certain period. You need to know exactly what you're enabling before you turn it on, and I'll walk you through the safe configuration. All right, enough of the problem. Let's talk about the solution, because everything I just described, every hidden file, every bloated folder, every piece of data Microsoft is quietly hoarding on your drive, it's all fixable. And it's not as complicated as it sounds. What you need isn't a computer science degree. What you need is just to know where to look, which is exactly why you're still watching this. Here's what we're going to do together. We're going to go through this step by step. I'm going to show you exactly what to type, what to click, what to look for. By the end of this, you're going to have a genuinely clean machine. And more importantly, you're going to understand what's on your own drive. You're never going to be blindsided by a low disk space warning again. Ready? Let's start with the biggest wins first. Step 1. Open disk cleanup, but not the way you're used to. Go to your Start menu, type Disk Cleanup, and open it. But before you run it, choose your C drive and click OK. When the window opens, look for a button at the bottom that says Clean Up System Files. Click that. Now you're running it as a system-level cleanup, which unlocks categories that are hidden in the regular version. This includes previous Windows installations, Windows Update Cleanup, and more. Check everything that applies. Do not check downloads, unless you know what's in there. Step 2, delete the hiberfil.sys file. Open Command Prompt as administrator. Right-click Start, click Terminal, Admin. Type exactly this, powercfg.h off, and hit Enter. That's it. Windows will delete the hibernation file automatically. If you're on a laptop and you use Hibernate regularly, skip this step. But if you're on a desktop, or if you've never once used the Hibernate option, this is free space, instantly recovered. Step 3, clean the WinSxS folder safely. Stay in your admin terminal. Type this command, DISM, online to tar and cleanup image, or to start component cleanup, and press Enter. This will take a few minutes. Let it run. When it's done, type this second command, DISM online, cleanup image, start component, cleanup reset base. This one is more aggressive, and it permanently removes old update backups. Only run this if you're confident your current system is stable. After both commands, the WinSxS folder size should have decreased noticeably. Step 4, clear Windows Update cache. First, stop the Windows Update service. In your admin terminal, type netstop wserv and hit Enter. Then navigate to C, Windows Software Distribution download, and delete everything inside that folder. Don't delete the folder itself, just the contents. Then restart the service with netstart wserv. Windows will rebuild what it needs the next time it checks for updates. Everything you deleted was already installed and no longer necessary. Step 5, disable or limit delivery optimization. Go to Settings, Windows Update, Advanced Options, Delivery Optimization. Turn off Allow downloads from other PCs, or if you want to keep it for local network sharing, which is less intrusive, set it to Devices on my local network only. Then go to Delivery Optimization activity and check if there are cached files you can clear. Step 6, check for Windows.old, open File Explorer, and navigate to your C drive. Look for a folder called Windows.old. If it's there and it's been more than 10 days since your last Windows upgrade, it's safe to delete. The quickest way is through Disk Cleanup, System Files, Previous Windows Installations. Check that box and let it do the work safely. Step 7, clear your temp folders. Press the Windows key plus R to open Run dialog. Type %10% and hit Enter. Select everything in this folder and delete it. Some files will be in use and can't be deleted. That's fine, skip them. Then go back to Run, type temp without the %signs, and repeat the process in that folder too. Step 8, configure storage sense the right way. Go to Settings, System, Storage, Storage Sense, turn it on, then click Configure Storage Sense and set it to run monthly. Set the Delete Files in my Recycle Bin option to 30 days. Set Delete Files in my Downloads folder to Never, unless you're disciplined about keeping your Downloads folder clean. Leave OneDrive settings alone unless you understand exactly what they do. Step 9, use WinDirstat or the built-in storage analyzer to see your actual largest files. Go to Settings, System, Storage, Advanced Storage Settings, Storage used on other drives. This gives you a detailed breakdown of what's eating your space, organized by category. For a more visual breakdown, download WinDirstat. It's free, open source, and shows you your entire drive as a color-coded map. You'll immediately see if there's a rogue folder somewhere consuming gigabytes that shouldn't be there. Step 10, compress old files using Windows built-in NTFS compression. This is an underused feature. For files and folders you access rarely, old project archives, backups, large documents, you can right-click, go to Properties, Advanced, and check Compress Contents to save disk space. Windows will compress these transparently. You can still open them normally, but they'll take up significantly less space on disk. This isn't for your active working files, but for archives, it's genuinely useful. So let's talk about what just happened. You came into this video with a full drive and a lot of confusion. You're leaving with a system you actually understand. You know what hiberfil.sys is. You know why WinSxS grows. You know that Windows has been running background processes on your machine, downloading other people's updates, storing files you didn't create, reserving gigabytes without asking. And now, you know how to stop it. The average person who watches this video and follows every step recovers somewhere between 20 and 50 gigabytes. On a 256 gigabyte drive, that's not nothing. That's almost 20% of your entire storage, handed back to you from a machine that was already yours. Here's what I want you to do right now. Before you close this video, go open Command Prompt as administrator. Run disk cleanup with system files. Check your C drive for Windows.old. Do just those 3 things right now. And tell me in the comments how much space you got back. I read every comment. And I promise you, some of you are going to be shocked. One last thought. Microsoft isn't doing this to be malicious. Most of these hidden files serve some purpose at some point for someone, but they're designed with the assumption that storage is cheap and your drive is big. And for a lot of people, especially on budget laptops with 128 gig SSDs, that assumption is dead wrong. You deserve to know what's on your own machine, and now you do. Because the most dangerous storage thief isn't a hacker, and it isn't a virus. It's the operating system you trusted with everything, quietly helping itself to what was never its to take.